Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in your time. Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in new time. Trade and get paid, 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 trade and get paid.
Last week on Forex Forecast, I basically told you guys this. We were looking like this, right? We were moving sideways. And I told you that it would probably look to come and at least test the golden zone area and possibly break the golden zone. Well, what golden zone? Watch this. When we look at what price had done already from here to the high, we knew that the golden zone was right here. And so because the golden zone was right here, at that point, price had not come back. Since there, it really had not come back and truly given it a good test. So we thought it could come down and push down into this golden zone area and then come down and, potentially test this low. So I told everybody, be aware that it's possible that if we get a breakout down here, that if we break this level right here, we're going to end up coming down, catching a nice little move to the golden zone and then potentially down. And of course, that's what it did. So if you were in class last week, or if you were watching any of my YouTube videos, you probably could have caught that this week and made some good money on that. Now, here's the thing. That move down, rally, base, drop, right? We all know that strategy. We all know, we understand supply and demand, rally, base, drop. Now we have a drop. Now we have a base forming right here. So this could essentially be a rally, or it could be that it's a drop, base, and then a drop. So either way, we're okay with that. That's not the strategy for tonight, but I'm showing you that for a reason, because watch this. What we saw as a rally, base, drop, we see this base right here, and we say price already has gathered, and then it drops. Well, here's the problem with that. We have to do what I call zooming out. You cannot just look at this, because when we look at the bigger picture, we see what? That this base was a small portion of a much larger base, right? So this was a much bigger picture here when we see how it came up from here. And so when we look at it from there, we can see from here, from high to low, or from low to high, I'm sorry, right? Now look at what we have going on. So is it possible that the same thing that happened here, rally, base, drop, coming down to test that golden zone area, which really was the 23 on the larger trend, and that's a whole nother lesson for you. Go back and watch my staggered golden zones, because when you look at that, you're going to see here's the golden zone, and then you're going to see here's the golden zone, and the separation shows potential reversal. And so that's another lesson. Go back and watch that video. I'm not going to get into that tonight, but this base right here and the drop that came from it was really just a move coming back inside of a much larger base, right? So really, this is just still sideways movement. This is not a range. This is a consolidation. Why? Because at the beginning, we were spread further apart, and now we're starting to come together. We're starting to see price come, closer to one another rather than, staying the same, even highs, even lows. We're seeing lower highs and we're seeing higher lows, which means that it's going to come together at some point, and there will be a strong breakout in one direction or the other. So check this out. We know that we're in this base, and so at some point we believe that there's going to be a breakout. And so because we see that price is consolidating, right? We see price is moving like I said, it's you know, moving higher lows and lower highs. We see that we have a flagpole here, right? On this side right here, we have a nice move up. And so really at the end of the day, I think what we're looking at here is a potential for a nice breakout. And I think that eventually, you know, obviously you don't know what price is going to do, but I do think that eventually we're going to see some up movement, right? I do think that we're going to see some bullish movement come into the market. Why? Because generally what we see here happening is generally a continuation pattern. And so in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. Had this pattern started with a move that came from the upside like this, then I would believe that this would probably continue down. But because it came from the downside up, then we generally believe that this is going to continue up. Okay, so now that's not 100%, but normally in this situation, it's about a 70% chance that a continuation occurs. So that doesn't mean that it's 100%. There is about a 30% chance that we could see reversal, right? But even what we would call reversal would still have to come and break this low. So if this breaks to the downside, is that reversal? Let me get some context here. Let me get some people to help me out here in the chat. If this were to come down and test this area right here, is that reversal? No, it's not. It's just pullback, right? So that would mean that we have rally, base, drop, and it would probably test that golden zone. It could still push up from there, right? And that's not reversal because we don't have a lower low. We still haven't broke this area. Now, if this price comes down and breaks this area here, is that a reversal? Awesome. So we're on the same page. So this is just beginner class so far. I'm just giving you some kind of some things to think about, right? Because essentially everything comes back to market structure. If this thing pulls back to the golden zone, we're okay with that, and it's going to push. If it comes and breaks the golden zone, we're still okay with that. Now we're looking to test this area here. If it comes and breaks that area, now we're looking for a dump off. We're looking for big movement in the opposite direction. So either way, we're happy. We're just giving you some context and understanding where we are in the market.